Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. It is Saturday, September 10th. So what does that mean? It is Wax Gaming Weekly Recap time. I've put out a video last week trying to get some feedback from everyone, and this one was one of those that you all wanted me to continue to do, so I'm going to try and do this on a weekly basis where I go through all of the details from the past week and just give you a recap in 10 to 15 minutes. Just all the information, all the details that happened this past week on Wax. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and dive in here. We got a lot of information to go through. Going to start out with two shameless plugs. First of all, yesterday I dropped my September edition of the top 10 games on Wax. There's been some movement. There's been a few new additions. I also added a few honorable mentions in case you want to get a little more than 10 from the list. So go ahead and check that out. Again, it's my personal opinion. I'll have a link in the description down below. Let me know in the comments if there's any games I missed. I know several people are talking about Prospectors and on Fishing Land or Fishing World. I forget which one it is. Two of those I'm going to actually go ahead and check out here in the next few weeks. So let me know if there's any more that I may have missed. Next on the list is an official partnership between Warrior Line Gaming and the Hoodler Guide. What is the Hoodler Guide? It is going to be the top beginner's guide on the Wax blockchain. What our goal is to put out as much information as possible and as many beginner guides to make the transition from a newbie to a seasoned Wax gamer as easy as possible. I have a sneaking suspicion once the bear market lets up and we start shifting back into a bull market, there is going to be a number of people that see the value on Wax and they start joining Wax and start playing games on Wax. So I want to get as many guides out there to make it as easy as possible for them. It's going to take a few weeks for us to really build this up, and you're going to see a number of videos coming out on my channel. So I just want to make you all aware of what's going on with that. In about a month from now, if you have any friends, anyone that's joining the Wax blockchain, trying to come up to speed, please direct them to the beginner's guides. I'll have a link in the description down below. I really want to make it as easy as possible for people to start joining Wax and really start using and playing the games. All right, now let's go ahead and dive into the Wax-related items. First of all, if you don't know and you haven't RSVP'd, Dygycon 11 is coming up here in 2 weeks, September 23rd through the 25th. This is a free event that happens every 2 months. It is a collection of quite a few projects from the Wax blockchain, all hosted over a weekend. It's your opportunity to learn about a whole bunch of games that are out there, talk to the dev teams, and I may or may not have my own booth in this one, so I'm pretty excited about that. Come join me, come join the rest of Wax, and it's going to be a pretty fun event, so go ahead over to the website and check it out. Next on the list is Castles. Castles has a couple updates here. One, we are getting very close to the first doubling event that's going to happen. It happens here at 400,000 farms being produced. We are at 373,000, almost 74,000. So once we get to that, the price to upgrade or merge to upgrade your lands will increase, plus the cost of seals is going to increase for a number of the items. So go ahead and get your castles while you can before the doubling. Personally, I don't think this first doubling is going to have a huge impact on the environment. I think it will actually help a lot more than hurt because it will raise the value of the seals. It will raise the value of the M source. It'll be a little bit of a learning curve, but I think the second doubling is when we're going to start having more of an impact, and that comes at 700,000. All right. In addition, they have provided a lot of details for the dungeon expansion. I did a video on this a few days ago, so if you haven't checked it out, go ahead and check it out. Basically, what's going to happen over the next 2 months, by the end of October, they are looking to have the full expansion released. They're going to be releasing a few little parts between here and there, but lots of details in this. Again, I don't want to go through it now, but check out the video, check out the Medium article that is in their announcements in their Discord. Next on the list, semi-connected to that, Apex Conquest has put out a brand new white paper, or I should say a very updated white paper. Go ahead and check it out. It shows the things that are coming up and some of the tactics that are going to go along with it. Next is Immersys. Immersys has done, I highlighted this several times, they've done huge updates to the landscape, to the NFT drops and so forth. They are also running an event right now for new players. So if you haven't tried this yet, I suggest that you check it out. They do have free to play, and the event that's going on right now, 1 in 10 players, once they make an account, they have a chance at getting a free tool, which means you can do more in the game than just the free to play. So highly suggest you check it out. It is a cool 3D game. I've highlighted quite a bit, so what are you waiting for? Next on the list, Realm. Realm has announced the details for Season 4. It is going to be 4 weeks per season now instead of the 6 weeks that we've been used to. So check that out. It will kick off on September 28th. We have a little over 10 days, around 10 days for Season 3 to go ahead and complete. So try and get your ranking up if you're playing the game. If you're not playing the game and you're interested in the game, the Season 4 on the September 28th is a great time to go ahead and join, because everybody starts from scratch and you have just as much opportunity to win some of those cool seasonal prizes as everybody else. There we go. Waxel World also did a few announcements. They mentioned several weeks ago, they mentioned the Huntress, who's going to be a new professional in the housing expansion. Now they've mentioned the leather worker is also going to be included. So there's going to be 2 new professions with the housing expansion. In addition with that, they did mention some events that are going to happen to really help with the oversupply of citizens and other items right now. Obviously, the housing expansion is going to do a huge part with that, but they're also going to be implementing a slow increase to how long it's going to take you to find citizens and reduce the chances of you finding citizens. This will actually help overall, because it means it's going to be a little bit harder. For those of you that have been in the Waxel World, go ahead and hold on to your citizens, because they are going to get more valuable, especially as the housing expansion comes out there and more people join the game. Adventures Guild. This is another one that I've highlighted. They recently released the pets. It's called a pet stick. Unfortunately, I don't have a level 15, so I have not received that yet. But for those of you that are into this game, it is a Discord RPG game, but you have the chance of getting the pet stick now if you're level 15 or above. Taco, I'm just going to highlight this. Taco is really setting themselves up to be the exchange. They're setting themselves up to compete with the Alcor market, which I think is fantastic considering everything else that they have involved. If you're into Taco, whether it's Shing, whether it's Brigade or anything, this is a very good sign. They are continuing to really strengthen their hold on utilities, platforms, and just a huge project on the Wax blockchain. I have started shifting over and using this a little bit more. I'm actually going to be throwing out some guides here this week that are related to just walking through their beginner guides, let you know how to use it. Basically, it is going to compete with Alcor, especially with the popularity out there. So if you haven't checked it out, I highly encourage you to take a look at their swap and liquidity pools. They're pretty nice. All right, then we got the Wax Studios, got a few announcements coming up here. Music Mogul has been kicked off their weekly airdrops of some of the new packs that are coming out here. There's several rules to it. Basically, if you have 25 of their NFTs in your wallet, you will get one of these packs every week on Thursday. If you place in a certain range, the top 100 in both either the hip hop or the pop, you have a chance of getting some additional packs. So go ahead over to their Discord announcements. There's a Medium article that walks you all the way through that. But it's a chance to get free packs. And these are going to be going for, I believe it's $3 a pop. So you're getting $3 a pop for free each time, just for holding some of the packs. And then for Blockchain Brawlers, they released their September calendar. There's a few big events that are coming up. Next week, they're going to be talking about crafting quite a bit. And then they are opening up the PvP open beta for everybody to go ahead and test it out. We showed some clips of it. It's pretty neat to try out, so this is your chance to go out there and test it. Hoping they'll give us the permission to actually release a video here soon. But that's great. We have new player AMAs coming up. And then we're going to have, this is walking into, I'm believing in October they're going to go ahead and drop the PvP or launch it officially to allow us to use it. Also, Dungeon Masters, I think I mentioned this last time, but wanted to officially mention it again. Their new season has kicked off, so if you're at all interested in this game, now is a good time to go ahead and jump in there. Also kicking off is the NFT Draft. If you are a football fan, this is going to be awesome for you because this is play-to-earn gaming combined with fantasy football. Gives you a chance to earn wax every single week. Really neat game that's out there. I've done 2 videos on it now, I believe. But the concept's cool. They've improved since last season, so definitely worth checking out if you haven't, and especially if you're a football fan, whether you're a college football fan. And when I say American football, for those of you outside of the U.S., we're talking about the NFL, things like that. Also, Funko did a drop this past week for the Batman Series 2. This is the first series in a very long time since Bob Ross that did not sell out. And the reason it didn't sell out is because they did so many packs. Looks like they actually, I remember this being higher. And I'd have to go back and check, but they did so many packs, but they did not sell out. All the standard packs sold out, but all the premium packs did not. I grabbed a bunch. I was able to get my royalty. That's what all I was looking for. But they did also announce that they have another one coming up here in a week and a half. They had the Looney Tune drop. This actually looks pretty interesting. I'm curious to see what they're going to have as the Grails and the legendaries and basically the physical pop redemptions. I'm really curious on this because I know Looney Tunes is extremely popular. Something definitely to check out if you're at all into these NFTs. And this will be dropping on the 20th at 1800 UTC. And last but not least, just wanted to mention this. Some of you are really into Nova Rally. They did a number of drops, not necessarily drivers or cars, more of an aesthetic type of drop. These 4 have dropped. They're still available and out there. They also dropped their renting license. All right, I hope you all enjoy this. I think it went a little bit longer than I wanted it to, probably because I missed the one last week, so it was essentially 2 weeks into one, so I apologize it took a little bit longer. Again, check out the link in the description if you want to take a look at my personal top 10 games on Wax, the September edition. We're trying to do this every month to give you the most updated list to help you out finding the rest of the right games. Just make sure that you do your own research and find the one that's correct for you. Don't just take my word for it. And then last but not least, partnership coming up. So we are going to have some awesome beginner guys really coming out here soon. So if you have any friends, go ahead and direct them over here. I appreciate y'all. Thank you and have a great rest of your day, everyone. Bye.